Well, we're going back to South Carolina, starting the day off in the rain, which is absolutely no fun. Nobody likes riding in the rain, let's be honest. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes we have to start in the rain. That's all part of riding motorcycles. This trip is going to take us a little longer because almost 10 hours because we're literally trying to avoid all the highways. But it is only 69 degrees outside. That's one good thing to say about the rain. It cooled everything off. So it should be a pretty enjoyable ride overall. We're going to try to see if we can figure out, this fogging up. Figure out how to, Alright, we're going to see what it's like to drive this entire trip without ever hitting the highway. Why not? It adds a couple hours to our trip, but if we keep moving, we should be alright. Sometimes you just got to break up the monotony though, because riding the interstate every single time, I started to get to the point where I knew where I was going on my way back. I knew it so well that I was getting tired on the road. So I decided this trip we're going to try to see what it's like to not hit the interstates. See how that goes. I knew it was going to take way longer than taking the interstate, but we shouldn't be pushing the bike as hard, and it shouldn't be pushing me as hard. So it's still, well, actually it's less. It's only 423 miles not taking the interstate versus the 500 miles, but it takes longer due to speed limits and going through towns and stoplights and traffic and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be a nice smooth ride all the way down. The 400, well, I've gone a few miles, 425 miles total one way. We bring 850 miles both ways, which is about 100 and some odd miles less than what I've been doing. So here we go. Well, this rain is something else. I don't call it many in the rain before. I mean, it is what it is. I can't see nothing. I'm not pulled over. Clean my visor. Take these glasses off and run with just the visor. Guys, this is 501, and it is probably one of the most technical roads on the planet. When we get up here, we're going to be going around down through the mountains. There's absolutely no reception. I've seen a few accidents on this road that are really bad. One of my buddies dumped his bike on this road on a hot, dry day, coming around a turn. So I'll probably leave the camera on, but I'm gonna get rid of the mic and pull over and clean my visor, and praise God, Lord be with us. We need your help today. flat scope got cut short. So I'm actually turning around, or I've turned around, and I'm heading to Ruckersville, Virginia to drop this thing off. Got to take it to Stonewall Harley-Davidson because it's where I bought it from. I have a year warranty. My suspension light came on, and my adaptive ride height isn't working. So I'm like pretty much riding at the lowest point that it can be, and it's riding like garbage. I also got the warning light on telling me I got a the suspension light's still on. So I have turned around, and as you can see, I'm still in rain gear because I've been literally in and out of the rain the whole time, and I'm driving right back into the rain. So y'all be with me, because man, it just, maybe I just needed a weekend off, I don't know, but not how I planned this weekend. So had to cancel everything, bike's acting. So we're gonna go drop it off, and we're like 2.5 hours away. So we gotta ride it like this all the way there. And hopefully we'll make it there. Oh, it's been a morning. It's been a morning. It's alright though. The Lord's been with me. I've been safe, and even all the weather, it hasn't been a terrible ride. Sometimes we don't listen, you know. This morning it was, I really want to go riding in this, but I really wanted to go see my son. Now it's suspension issues, you need to turn around. Okay. I'm hard-headed. Sometimes I need a more of a sign, but I'll keep y'all informed. Tell you how it goes when I get to Stonewall. Well, it's going to make things worse. Heat shield came off, hit me in the foot, wet my rain suit. The adaptive ride height is not moving at all. It's staying up or it's staying down. And well, it's moving, just not when it's supposed to. It's really, really weird. This is doing some really, really odd stuff. It's kind of freaky. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Oh, let's go talk to him. Hey, look, my camera's about to die. Well, as you can see, this does not look like South Carolina. This is back in my shed, and as you can tell, there's something missing. So on my ride down to South Carolina, I hit about Lynchburg and realized that I was starting to get caution codes on my bike. They come and they go. And I figure I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go a little farther, hit Danville, and they're coming and going again. And when I'm crossing over in North Carolina, my suspension light comes on. It doesn't go off. Now, I have Pan America, so if you come to a stop, you'll see a little suspension light come on the screen because you have adaptive ride height. So the bike lowers when you come to a stop and then raises back up as it goes down the road. Mine stopped regulating properly and ended up being stuck at full height. So I had to turn around and drive back to Virginia and come towards the house. And I took the bike to Ruckersville where I bought it from, and they are now trying to figure out what's going on with it. I don't have a bike right now. It's in the shop. And it's the first weekend that I have not been able to go see my son in the hospital because my bike broke down. Well, it didn't technically break down. It just wasn't being the safest that it could possibly be. With that suspension going, like 1 minute it was all the way to the bottom, and it felt like you're riding on a brick. The next minute, I'm coming to a stop, and I can barely touch the ground because the bike's so tight. I also lost my heat shield. It popped off somewhere down the road. I felt something hit my foot,
but it's been a day. Rain's been terrible, but showed you guys earlier in the video, and well, those who didn't see the earlier video, go watch the full video and you'll see it on YouTube. Sometimes we get hit. We have to adapt. And we need to lean even further into our faith, because this kind of stuff happens. We can't let it get us down. Okay, it's a minor setback, no big deal. Harley will fix it, and I'll be back rolling down the road soon enough. I'll keep you guys up to date. My bike is sitting at Stonewall Harley Davidson in Ruckersville, Virginia. Those guys got it right in. They thought they figured it out, and then when I actually explained to them what was going on, they're like, no, we need to dig a little deeper into that. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of intermittent. Plus, I had an intermittent starting problem that I was going to hold off until the start finally went completely dead. So I talked to them about that too, so they're looking into that also. But they're good guys up there. So they'll figure it out. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll be on the road soon enough.